I am so honored to be here with you today. For me, to be invited into your homes and into your country is a true privilege. To unite the East and the West, so to speak, is one way of we contribute to bringing the world together under the spirit of breath. Because breath is the spirit of life that unites us all. Regardless of our language, regardless of our customs, life force is what brings the true spirit of the divine into the physical. So I consider breath work truly holy work. And our willingness to surrender to life force within us, to become friends with it, is to, in a sense, be with the spirit of life every moment of our daily existence. This is, on the highest level, a form of prayer. We are surrendering to that life force which unites us all. And as we keep that in mind, we approach our life with a unity consciousness. And now to become a breath worker is to devote our life to helping others live fully in their spirit. So in all the sessions that I do in teaching breath work, I start with inviting the spirit of breath to come in to unite us all. And I have the distinct honor to be working with my friend Omar, who also has devoted his life to this work. And each things that we teach you or we show you today, we know that you will take and teach and show others. So this simple exercise that we are about to do together is one that I do most frequently because it is so simple and yet it is so unifying. So I'll ask you to get yourself comfortably situated with your spine relatively straight, but not rigid. Now, if you are comfortable with it, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can just focus on something in the room. And this is important that we say this to all of our clients, because not everyone is comfortable with closing their eyes and working with you. If it's comfortable now, I ask you to close your eyes and to focus on a ball of light, radiant energy at the base of your spine. This is your life force. This is your sacred life energy that is given to you to use to transmit your love and your light to your world. I'll ask you now, as you inhale, to slowly bring that ball of light energy up your back to the top of your head. And as you exhale, let it slowly come down the front of your body back to the base of your spine. Let this be an easy, gentle breath, allowing you to send a light and healing energy to every vertebrae as you inhale up the back and every vital organ as you exhale down the front. Now suggest to yourself, as you continue to inhale up the back and exhale down the front, that you are creating a cocoon of light, safe energy around your body. The definition of life in biology is a cell membrane. It is that which distinguishes the inside from the outside. And this cocoon now is your cell membrane that you give instructions to let in only what serves your highest, but allow you to exhale and let go of what no longer serves you. So simply with your breath and your intention, you are creating a sanctuary of safety for you. Now, the center of this sanctuary, the Holy of Holies, as it were, is your heart area. I'm going to ask you now to breathe into your heart area. Just as we go to a temple or a mosque to pray and be closer to God, so you've created a sanctuary now where in your heart, you can listen to your own guidance. You can listen to Allah within your own heart. As you breathe into your heart area, ask the spirit of guidance, what is most important for you to learn as a breath worker? What is it that is most important for you to learn and to share with others as a breath worker? And listen with your heart, not with your mind. Now thank the spirit of breath and your guidance for being with you and supporting you in our work together today. And know that you are now partnered with the spirit of breath in all that we do together today. And then, with a few deep and clearing breaths, bring yourself back with a sense of lightness and openness to learn and receive what's the best for you. Okay, I would like to put the work in a context today and to tell just briefly about why we're doing breath work and where it comes from. Okay, so this is one definition. There are many definitions of breath work, but this is one that the Global Breathwork Alliance came up with a number of years ago. Breathwork is the art and science of teaching breath awareness and breath techniques for enhancing the human physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual conditions. The breathwork that we are teaching here is a blending of the wisdom of thousands of years of tradition and technique from India, China, Tibet, and Islamic traditions. It also was carried on in Hebrew and Christian traditions and indigenous peoples' mystical practices all over the world. It's a physiological and spiritual cleansing process that can help explore and influence the mind. It has a healing power that can be used for addressing the origins of physical illness. It's also a spiritual path that brings us in touch with other dimensions. Now, in the West, breath work has some roots that actually began in modern psychotherapy. Wilhelm Reich was a therapist that lived in the last century that used breathing exercises combined with loud vocalization and deep tissue massage and energetic movements. One of Wilhelm Reich's students was Alexander Lowen, who founded bioenergetics. Alexander Lowen was a teacher of mine, and from him I learned body themes and character analysis combined with breathing and movement. And that has influenced therapeutic breath work very much because we look at how themes in how we breathe and how we live are developed in the first 6 years of our life. So you will learn to read the body themes and the body patterns, how they breathe, and specific exercises to help them release. Arthur Janoff founded primal therapy, which helped people go back to their original expression of life, what he called the primal scream. The primal scream was thought to help release emotional blockage through cathartic vocalization. Now, we don't focus on that in therapeutic breath work, but we do know there are some times when a strong vocalization is very helpful. In the early 1980s, many body psychotherapies were developed in the West, and it combined psychotherapy with physical movement and expression. And it helped us put together the fact that the way that humans suppress their life force is by not breathing. In the 1970s, Leonard Orr pioneered in the technique called rebirthing. He discovered that birth trauma can be uncovered and released through the process of deep breathing. He started a movement of modern breath work, which now is in almost every country in the world. At the same time, Stanislav Grof started holotropic breath work. He had been experimenting with psychedelic substances to help people discover their deep-seated fears and release. But when they were banned, he went to the use of the breath, which was eminently just as powerful, we believe, as using substances to get to our deep psyche. Therapeutic breathwork combines many of these traditions, not just teaching one type of breathing, but teaching many types of breathing that can be used in the right situation for the right person. So we use in therapeutic breathwork a toolbox of different techniques that starts with just breath awareness. And then once we're aware of how we're breathing and how other people are breathing, then we can begin to use ways to modulate the breath to produce release, healing, and opening of a greater awareness. So we have slower than normal, normal, and faster than normal techniques, which we are going to be teaching you.